Hi, I'm Tricia Friedman. Well, I'm the avatar of Tricia Friedman. If you have not noticed, inside Zoom, you can create a customized avatar now. And so I thought I would demo that alongside of a snippet of the slides that I'll be presenting at the TRC. This is the Technology Readiness Council's European Summit next week. I get asked all the time what it means to be taking a futures literacy approach to thinking about the role that AI is playing and will play in K 12. And I thought I'd share a little bit of what our cohort will be discussing. This section of the slides is available if you want to preview it yourself. I think we are in an era of AI literacy where the more we can share, the better. So the slide that you see here is a menu of 9 specific signals. These are clues that something is changing that I will be inviting the IT directors and EdTech professional digital literacy specialists to consider. After they have had time to review one or two of those signals within their group, what I really want them to be doing is asking questions, is thinking about the maybe part of where this is going. So on slide 2, I have set up 3 specific sentence templates for them to work through, where as a group, I would say, okay, combine 3 of the signals and come up with 3 maybe statements. The link that you see here on slide 2 goes over to a slide deck where all the different groups will be sharing their maybe statements so that we can really leverage the collective intelligence within the room. The reason that I want people to be able to see across the cohort what other people are coming up with is because I am going to be asking them to take one of those maybe statements and graft it onto one of these emerging trends. Now, the first trend is looking at how much assessment practice is changing, and to imagine that by 2030, K 12 has dramatically changed the ways in which we are looking at assessment. The second one is addressing the role that AI tutors and AI peers might play in the learning process. So participants will pick one. Now, as you can see, there's a lot of links for each to dig into. And I fully anticipate that some of the people coming, they've got a lot on their plate, as all educators do. So they might actually want a little bit of a shortcut into digging into that research. And that's where the icons that you see take them over to an abbreviated micro podcast that's been created by Notebook LM or an infographic. If you've not noticed, Notebook LM now allows us to create infographics. And so I'll just show you this one because inside of Notebook LM, you can give very customized instructions for how the infographic is organized. And because the TRC Summit is happening in Warsaw, I wanted the organizing principle of this infographic to be a Warsaw cafe. Again, I'm really impressed with what this technology can do already. So again, for my cohort, people who they don't want to click on all those links, but they want kind of a summary, that's what they would be able to explore. Now, we're not done yet. From there, I'm going to ask them to be thinking about that combination of the maybe and the trend and to come up with a brand new job title and description of that job that would exist in a K-12 school. I've created a bot to help them. If they, again, would like a little bit of scaffolding, they will have that. The intention here is that we need to start thinking about the roles that we're going to need in K-12, the way that some of our roles are going to need to evolve, and to think about which of those are preferable. When members in the cohort share the job that they're thinking, actually, that job that does not exist, that role that does not exist yet, I want to see that in my school. We need to see it. Once they've identified that, we're going to move on to doing some backcasting, which is really saying, okay, let's suppose it's 2030, that job exists in our school. Well, what would have just happened right before? Then, before that, what experiments and use cases would have built momentum, and what conversation was had years prior? What really started? What was the planted seed for that? Now, I know that some of my participants will want to do a 100% human approach to creating those three different scenes, but some also might want the help of AI. Why not? And here is where you can click in and find my backcasting mega prompt. So, yes, this is a lengthy prompt. And I'll point out that the prompt can only be used once the person has already identified their preferred future. And I also have in here that part of the job that I want generative AI to do in this situation is to stretch the thinking. So again, even if you are not headed to TRC, but you're curious about the conversations that leaders are having and the role that futures literacy might play in helping us really step into the future we need, I'd encourage you, please feel free to have a look at any of that research, any of the tools. And if you are heading to TRC in Warsaw, I'm really looking